Hello, tribe. Michelle Morris here. I am so happy to be coming to you today. I have my very good friend, Lisa Sasevich, who's here to talk to us about our purpose and being meant for more. She has a book that she's just launching. She is the queen of sales conversions. Good Lord, I'm trying to get all of this right. The list of all of her accolades goes on and on forever. And I'm just really honored to have you here and for, be your friend and to kind of be in your orbit. So thank you so much for coming on, Lisa.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be here. And, you and I just hustled to make this happen. I think Friday afternoon, we got our calendars out and said, there's really nowhere else I'd rather be in this time and no one else I'd rather be with. And we were talking about this subject amongst ourselves, I know, in a lot of our groups of friends that, like many of you, we are in our own little WhatsApp worlds with our friends, our entrepreneurial friends and our friends in the health space. And this felt like a conversation that we wanted to bring public, and really especially to this community, because you are conscious and you are making right moves and you're looking not just at the short-term view right now, but really the long-term view. And I think we're all really trying to make choices that we'll look back on and be really happy we made. So today we're just going to take a little bit of time together to talk about the choices that you're making at this time, not necessarily in the same subject that many of you have been talking about here, but in a subject called your specifically the value that you bring to the world. In fact, I like to call it your unique value. Before I go on with that, I'm sure a whole bunch of you have not met me before. For the last 10 years, I've primarily been working with people who want to turn their knowledge into profit. And so I one of the early gals in online marketing. I remember being at conferences where it was 100 dudes and 3 women 10 years ago, led by Eben Pagan. It was called the Green Room, and he was someone also early on in the space. So I get to be one of the pioneers that's been bringing my work virtually for a long time and who's been profiting from my own knowledge, like picking my own brain, figuring out what I know, and then helping others with it. And I feel really compelled to help you do the same. If there's something inside you where you know that you've got knowledge, you've got expertise, you have a gift that is uniquely yours that you could be helping more people with if only you knew how. And with everything happening in the world right now, to me, this feels really important. Now, me doing this has led to, just to give you a sense of what's possible, I started to help people with my knowledge, which happened to be around how do you sell without being pushy or salesy. So I've been doing that for 10 years. And I started it when my then husband was in medical school, going through fellowship and residency. He's now a heart surgeon, remarried and happy, and we co-parent and all that good stuff. But I started it because we were moving every 2 years. We were also in the recession, so another down time, another very confusing time. We were taking a lot of losses, and I wanted to be able to be home with my kids, and I wanted to create a way that I could, make great money and make a difference at the same time. And so in the last, fast forward in the last 10 years, we've done over $40 million of sales right here from home. My kids are actually at the kitchen table right now doing homeschool. They're 13 and 16. They don't normally homeschool, but right now they are. So we're doing school from 10 to 2 today, and then PE. We're all going to work out on a video. But, this is what's possible. We've been acknowledged as an Inc. 500 business 2 years in a row, again, from home, just by me looking what's my unique value and learning some models to bring it out to help people. And so I feel compelled right now, and I know, Michelle and I and so many of our friends really are able to help in this time because we've taken the time to do that. And I think we have a unique opportunity for everyone to do that, for everyone to take pause, and while you may have some forced downtime, pull ourselves away from the news, pull ourselves away from social media. Trust me, you can pull yourself away for a couple hours and you'll go back, it will still be there. And my honey, he's very glued to it. So he keeps me, I don't even watch it. I get, twice a day, a 30-minute update, and I'm all caught up. So really, let me just breathe for a minute. Is there anything you want to say or add to that, Michelle? I have, I came on pretty fired up to share
Oh
something.
yeah, no, that was totally great. Anyway, I was gonna actually. I'm so glad that you went into that because I was actually gonna ask you. Let's tell us about what you've done in your past and what's been, why you came here. When you and I started talking about this, what made sense for particularly my audience that you could offer to them. And the thing is that I know particularly the groups that we run in our friendship and the two different groups you and I are in together, we have an awful lot to offer each other as far as what's happening right now. I know all of us are really big in our mindset and our self-development and recognizing that there's lots of opportunities through this process, and for us to look at it that way instead of that we're in a deficit where things are going to hell, nobody's going to make any money, everybody's going to be bankrupt, all of that stuff. So there's that tilt of where we go, okay, we recognize what's happening, and at the same time we also start really looking for our opportunities. And the thing that really struck me when you and I started talking about this was your book and the fact that you, I think right now, probably more than ever, it's so important for people to really start operating from their purpose of why they're here. And, I kind of wanted to start there with you is how does somebody figure that out? Because we're all meant for probably far more than what we're doing currently, or what we just say. Maybe you just lost your job because of what's happening right now. Was that your purpose in life, or were you meant for more?
Yeah, it's such a great question. In fact, I want to offer something for all the choices people are making right now. And then I'll share a little bit from our new book. It's called Meant for More. Here it is. It's actually available now on Amazon and your favorite booksellers, Barnes and Noble. You can get it online. And I have a gift for you, which I think you guys can they see my name and the little URL there, meantformoregift.com, that I'll tell you all more about. But let me... before I dive in, there's a question I wanted to just offer up today that I've been using. It's been helping me a ton, and I think it will frame where, some lessons that we can just start in with right now to sort of help unpack what is your unique value. Maybe it wasn't that job. Maybe there's something bigger, and this is just kind of forcing your hand to take a look at it. So here's a question. An early mentor of mine that I really respected, we would go eat. And the way I used to look at the menu is I would look for the best thing on the menu. What's the best thing I could have right now? And that was my mindset. And one day she said to me, I always noticed, I always wanted what she had, but somehow I ordered something else and I never felt that great after. And I said, what are you thinking when we go out to eat, when you look at the menu? I don't know what caused me to ask that, but it was like one of the greatest life lessons of all times. She said, I don't look at what's the best thing I can have right now. I look at, and the question I ask myself is, what will I be happy to have eaten? And I go, wow, that's so interesting, right? Because I'd eat something that was so yummy right now and then feel bad later, right? But if I asked, what will I be happy to have eaten later, when my kids came home and I wanted to work out after work, I was so happy to have eaten the thing I chose, asking that question because I had energy. Well, I feel like right now is a similar opportunity. You can look at everything and spend your time in the now, kind of getting sucked into the drift, the vortex of what there is to mac out on right now, which is, a lot of news, a lot of social, a lot of, things that make us feel connected, but also things that can kind of guide us down a disempowering drift. Or you can ask that question reframed, what will I be happy to have done during this time? So when we're past this, right, this really hard part, if it's 2 weeks or 2 years, stand in 2 weeks or 2 years, whatever your frame of reference is or belief, and ask yourself, what will I be happy to have done during that time? And I want to propose that you may be really happy that you used this time to fuel your evolution, to fuel yourself. And what I'm offering up today is I want to talk about your unique value and how you could use this time to start to uncover what it is, to follow some breadcrumbs that are right there, that are closer than you think. It's actually really fun. It's a conversation you can have with people that you love, family members. I mean, all of us have been sitting, across a table, looking across the table at someone we love, thinking, God, they're meant for so much more. They could do so much more. Or right, it might be your spouse. It might be an adult, graduated child. It might be a friend. And people look at us and think that sometimes too, right? It happens. And we've also been in the workplace thinking, God, I really appreciate the work this person does, but man, I really, really could see that they could be more. So I want to share a couple of things about how you can discover your unique value. They're right out of chapter 2 of Meant for More. And by the way, when you go get your copy today, you can get on Amazon, barnesandnoble.com. You'll see that it's shipping. It's now back to shipping April 14th. I called Michelle Friday and said, they're moving it up. It's shipping today. And then they called me again today. And anyway, within the next few weeks, you'll get it. But we're going to get you the first chapter right away as soon as you order. But anyway, from chapter 2 is discover your unique value. And I want to share some things you can do right away they're kind of lighter, they're fun, but man, they could change your whole life. Another word for unique value is your $1 million value. What is that thing that is uniquely yours to provide? Kind of like a good, I call it being on your dime. Like if there was a dime on the floor and your life journey was to get all 10 toes on it, because that's your spot, that's the spot that only you can occupy because of your life lessons, your formal education, your informal education, the schools you've been to, including the schools of hard knocks, right? The stuff that felt like a punch in the gut, but you came out stronger. All that makes you uniquely qualified to provide something that no one else is providing the way that you can. Right. Call it being on your dime, right? And by the way, a good public example, let's take Oprah. Yeah. For 25 years, she had that show. That is someone with all 10 toes on the dime, right? We can't even imagine that she wouldn't have that show. Right. 25 years into it, though, she got the Meant for More feeling. So there's, even for her, it comes up. It's a feeling that you have that won't go away. And if you honor it, it can lead you to like great contribution and great riches. So we watched her close the show, and we are now watching her Meant for More journey as she transformed the OWN network into something. And right, she's still working to get all 10 toes on the dime over there. And it's beautiful to see. So tip number 1, it may take letting go of something. Right? Mm-hmm. Something that no longer serves. Sometimes it's people. Sometimes like for Oprah, it was the show. It no longer served her, right? She saw something bigger. So sometimes taking Seinfeld off the air, what was behind that, right? So, or Game of Thrones, sometimes something amazing needs to be let go of so that you can reach for and let show that more. Here's some ways that you guys can start today. It's right out of the Meant for More book. And also you'll see on the screen, meantformoregift.com. This is a course where the things I'm about to teach you, it's going to take you deeper. It's a video driven. So there's video and a workbook.
And I put the link in the comments. So
yeah. If you go to meantformoregift.com, you enter your name, got to do first and last name and email, because you're going into our paid online business academy. And you will be in there. It's a $500 program. We're giving it away for free right now just to help people dive into this. So here's an example of things you can do to start figuring out, what's my unique gift, Lisa? Number 1, think about all the times, we all have this area where someone has said to you, Michelle, can I pick your brain? Can I just take you to coffee and pick your brain about how you grow such a big following? I'd love to pick your brain on how you guys did that, right? So we all have an area where people want to pick our brain. We get asked the same thing over and over. It could be on how you have such a great relationship with your spouse, or how you met your honey on online dating. It could be on your fitness, right? Your health for many of you. How do you eat in that way that keeps you so energized and vital? It could be with your kids. I know I had a woman where everyone wanted to pick her brain, all the parents, because her daughter was diagnosed with ADHD. She went to the high school. She got all these provisions that no one else could get, free from public school. People started wanting to pick her brain. 22 years later, she is like the de facto expert on how do you get provisions from public school for your kids. Right? I had another woman, she was in a job, a job for 25 years, she was at an all boys high school. She was that one college counselor. You know, there's thousands of kids and one college counselor. So she knew a lot about getting into college, but didn't have enough time to go around, right? She started to pick her own brain. What do I know, right? That's the key. Really, like, just getting it out on paper, all the things she would do to help those kids. Ended up creating an online course, which is really going to be the savior for a lot of you right now, is to get your knowledge out online. But you've got to pick your brain first. She called it College Prep Roadmap. And now she used to make $48,000 a year after 25 years, right? That was the school system. Now people pay $2,000 a pop to come into the group and learn how to prep their kids for college and get them into their, college. So you know things from your job, you know things from your life. So that's the first question. And you'll see when you go to meantformoregift.com, we'll walk you through a worksheet. Where do people always pick your brain? That is others showing you that there's something you figured out that others want more of. This is the key to start being able to provide value, and you could monetize that value once you figured out what it is.
And I'm just going to let y'all know, I went through this little exercise with Lisa, and it really opened up another area that because one of the questions that I constantly get asked, can I pick your brain on this, or would you teach this, or would you, whatever. So it was really helpful to go through that, because it helped me recognize an opportunity that I had that I didn't even recognize was even there until I went through these exercises with Lisa. So I highly recommend it.
Well, that is actually, I appreciate that. And that's right. There is right now it's easy, you can freeze or you can be fueled. And there is so much opportunity. It's not about being an opportunist. Amen. It's about taking the opportunity to do some of this work that you just maybe couldn't do when we're all moving so fast. So let's, embrace the slowdown. Here's another one, and it's very akin to what you just said, Michelle. Everybody put your finger at the tip of your nose. Don't worry, only we can see you. And try to look at the tip of your nose or the tip of your finger. And what you'll see is you can't see either one. And you may have heard this saying, it's at the tip of your nose, so you can't see it. And that's how your unique gift is. People can see it, you always necessarily can't. So here's a second thing that you can do. Ask yourself this question: what comes easy for you that's hard or baffling for others? So this was me, man. This was so at the tip of my nose. I had worked for Pfizer Pharmaceuticals. I was on the Viagra launch team. I carried Zithromax in my bag. I mean, I never waited in the lobby as a rep. I worked for Hewlett Packard, launching all these printers and digital products. And I mean, I just couldn't see my own gift. I knew I was making millions of dollars for other companies, but I kept looking in the mirror going, what's my unique gift to bring to the world? Because it was so close, I couldn't see it. And then one day, through a coach, just like this, through somebody mentoring me with the same way we're going to do for you in meantformoregift.com, and in the book, you're going to get a 5-step process to take that knowledge and turn it into profit. And you want to search Meant for More by Lisa Sasevich. I think there's a couple other titles, so you want the one by me. And I couldn't see it. And then I remember I got mentored. Thank God I did what you're doing. I listened, I grew. And they asked me, what really turns you on? What do you love? And I said, this is funny. It's kind of a work thing, but I love it when I'm doing these personal development seminars that I do on nights and weekends. Sometimes I'll help out and lead an introduction. And I love it when 60% of the room will go and sign up for this course that I believe will change their life. And, the guy said, wait, hold on. You get 60% of a room that you're leading an introduction for to sign up for a course? Oh, yeah, because I know if, you bring your friends and family, you bring them to anywhere, to anything where they can grow, Paleo FX, any of your favorite personal development, right? If they don't embrace it, if we don't say the things that will help them embrace it, they could be turned off forever. We would never want that. He's like, do you know that most people cannot get 60% of a room, cannot give them what they need to be able to say yes? I didn't know. I was just doing it because I wanted to make a difference. So you guys, it was so close to my nose, I couldn't see that I had a unique value for making an offer that was irresistible. We call it an irresistible offer on my campus. And so for 10 years, that's really the gift that I brought to the world, is teaching others how to make an irresistible offer. you also have something that's so close that you can't see. So the question is, question 2, what's easy for you but hard or baffling for others? I found out that being confident and ready with my offer was easy for me, but other people saw it as sales. It was baffling to them. They didn't want to seem pushy or salesy. And I ended up helping, people now in 134 countries with that one piece that's easy for me and hard for others. So it brings the question, a lot of us think, don't you have to work hard though? I mean, if it's a value, don't we have to work really hard? And, but what if, and maybe that's what this pause is about for you. What if, try this on for a minute, you could be paid the most for that which comes the easiest to you? Mm-hmm. That would be a game changer, right?
Amen, girl. Amen.
Paula and preach, right? I'll tell you that when I'm working with the clients that pay me the most, had a man fly out here, Yosef from Israel, flew out here a few months back just to do a VIP day with me. Paid over $20,000 for the day to learn how to make his offer so he could take it back to his business. He knew he'd make that money back right away. He had been studying me online for a while. Can I tell you how many times during that day with Yosef, I thought, am I really getting paid for this? This is so fun. I love this. I'm Jewish. Here's this man from Israel flying right to my home office. I'm helping him do great things in Israel. So, I was like, am I really getting paid for this? And that's the feeling when you get on the Meant for More journey. This is step 2, what we're talking about today from Meant for More. But the Meant for More formula has 5 steps. And literally, for those of you who have wanted to do something with what you feel, what you know, let me tell you, little funny feedback there. This is the steps. Some of you have had that feeling and just haven't known what to do with it. These are the steps. So those are 2 things you can start with today. My recommendation is twofold. Number 1, grab at least 2 copies of Meant for More from your favorite bookseller, because everyone that's already gotten their hands on it says, I don't even get through the first chapter and I have to give it to someone I love. So you want to have your own and then the one to give. And then go to meantformoregift.com, put your name, last name, email. You're going to get an email from us that you'll need a code to get into our online business academy. So do all the steps. Don't get distracted. And when you're in there, watch the 3 videos. It'll take you less than an hour. Download the worksheet, and let's be happy for what we did during this time. Let's come out of this time with new opportunity. It really, really is a big chance for that right now.
Oh my gosh, I could not agree with you more. I do think, like you said, lots of opportunity here, but getting past here and going through those steps. You guys, I cannot tell you how incredible it was to go through that process with Lisa. Yeah. I was very fortunate. I got to do it with her in person.
It'll feel like in person, guys. The videos are just like this. Like, here we are. You feel like I'm hanging out at your house with you.
Right. Exactly. But that's what I'm going to say. But I know that the process that was put in here is the same process she went through with our group. And so I'm just going to tell you, really, really impressive, and just really made such a huge change, because like I said, I had that blind spot. I didn't realize where I was. And in fact, I remember in my group, I actually asked 2 of the people in my group and said, I can't even think. I get asked about a lot of stuff. What would you think people would ask me about? And I was so shocked when they said, I was like, wow, you know what? I actually do get asked a whole lot. And so it's opened up an entirely new opportunity for myself and Keith that we didn't even know existed a month and a half ago. So that's how soon we just did this just a couple of weeks ago with Lisa. So
just to give you guys a sneak preview, like what Michelle's saying, once you do, there's 3 phases to our work. So we are gifting you with the Discover Your Unique Value phase right now. Again, we just built this course. We were planning to spend $500 for it. When everything went down, we're like, we got to give this out. So you can get it free now. Once you discover your unique value, the second phase is to nail your offer, right? So Michelle and Keith have the opportunity now to take what they've discovered and turn it into an offer. So you'll see when you're in meantformoregift.com, you go in and you do the work, you'll see in the third phase, there'll be a little gift from us to be able to get the Nail Your Offer program at a huge discount if you decide that you want to make money with your unique value. So you'll see that all there, but whatever it is, you can share this too, like share meantformoregift.com, share about this book. People, we will all emerge bringing our gifts to the world, and there's like whatever if you're in health, we need you right now. If you're in finance, if you know something about managing finances, we need you right now. If you're good at like family dynamics, we need you right now. Like I can't think of an area that your gift isn't more useful than it was 2 weeks ago. This is the time not to pull back, but to double down. Again, it's not about being opportunistic, guys. It's about taking an opportunity that we are being given. So I can't wait to see some of you on our campus. You'll see invitations from us once you go to meantformoregift.com and get in there. We'll be holding a 30-day challenge pretty soon to walk you through it. There'll be more training. This is just really an invitation to get started, and then we can support you along the way. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Lisa, for coming on. I so appreciate this. And I didn't know that I'll definitely be sharing this video through all of our groups and everything, because we have so many groups and so many different health and wellness groups, because I cannot say, guys, how much of a difference this has made for us, and especially right now. And so thank you so much for, first of all, for giving this as a gift, because I know you were all set to go and provide this support.
Yeah. You're welcome. My pleasure. Great to meet many of you that I haven't met before. You can find us on any of the social channels, lisasasevich.com, or any social channel at Lisa Sasevich. We're here to help you use this time to evolve. That's the opportunity.
Thank you so much. I love you, and thank you guys all for being here today with us. I will see you guys again soon, or actually I think it'll be Keith up next soon, but keep on watching.
Many of you at the conference in the summer, right?
Yes, sure. Yes, and that's the other thing. Oh, I'm glad you just said that, Lisa. Yeah. So Lisa will actually be speaking at Paleo FX, and she will be speaking at our Health Entrepreneur FX event as well. Yeah. And I'm like totally brain dead right now.
You have been having so many people. Let's hear it from Michelle and Keith. They are just nonstop providing value. I've never seen anything like it. Just my heart is so full for watching all the ways you're helping, and I'm being helped by you too. So yes, I can't wait to see, many of you live, give hugs, hopefully in the summer, right?
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. So you guys definitely want to come and actually meet this lady in person. She's amazing. And I can just tell you, please share this book with lots of people, because right now I think more than ever, people really need to know what their purpose is and how to find their unique gift so that they can actually give it to the world. Because I think this is kind of our wake-up call right now for us to all start really doing what we were meant to do here. And I think this is a great opportunity for you to figure that out and bring that gift to the world after this is all over with. So thank you so much, Lisa. I love you. I appreciate you.
Look forward to seeing you all around campus. All right.
All right.
Good one.
Bye, guys. Everybody have a great day.